Hi guys, welcome back to Hemines Stitches channel. My name is Bukola. Today I will be sharing a tutorial on how I made this beautiful dress. As you can see, very beautiful and lovely dress. It's a white top, and the beauty of this kind of dress really comes out when you have a fabric with long length. When the width of your fabric is long, like 60 plus, it will really come out. And I don't think you can make something like this with an African print fabric. It into 4 places like this. As you can see, this is 2 and here is another 2 on it. So what's next to do now is that you have to place your tape measure at this edge here. The first thing you do, you measure 1.5 inches here. After done with that 1.5 inches, then you measure your shoulder to shoulder measurements like so. Here is my shoulder to shoulder measurements. So from this shoulder to shoulder measurements now, I'll be using 6 inches here for my advise us to add is. The reason why I will advise us to add is it's because our fabric is not stretched. If you are using a stretch fabric, you understand, you can use exact measurements, you understand. But since it is not a stretch fabric, I need to add is. So I'm adding x here. So after done with that, don't forget we have measured 1.5 inches here. I will be taking my ruler now to connect it to this side. So here I will be marking my back neck depth. I marked 1.5 inches here. So for the front neck depth, I'll be using 6.5 inches, or 6 inches or 6.5 inches, depends on you, and you can make any neck of your choice. For this tutorial, I'll be using V-neck. So I'll be marking my V-neck here. So here is it. So the next thing now is to connect. So on this armhole that we mark, this our armhole that we mark on our shoulder line here, place your tape measure and indicate the middle. So on this middle, just place your tape measure inward like this. Mark 1 inch inward like so. Then you have to, after marking it, then you connect it to this side. You slant your hand like so. You slant your hand like so. So after done with this, our dress is ready. The next thing now is to cut it out. So this is the outcome. You can see the shape of the armhole. This is where our hand will be coming out. So after done with that, I will just pick the upper one, this one at up. I will just pick it like so. Then I will cut my V shape out. So after done with that now, the next thing to do now is to stitch our dress. Now to stitch our fabric, here is the neck, is the front under. So put this neckline together and let the right side of the 2 side faces face each other. After done with that, you stitch from here to this place. Then this armhole, you have to just leave it open, you understand. Then continue your stitching from this side. Continue your stitching from this side like this to this place. When you get to the edge like this, you are still stitching it down like so. You stitch till the hemming line, till you get to this hemming line, you understand. So after done with that, then you will now turn to the second side. You do the same thing. Then after done stitching the both side like that, then you will now use bias to conceal this armhole inside. Then for the neck, I'll be using bias to do that. So the first thing that we'll be doing now, I'll be stitching our shoulders together and run the stitch till the hemming line. So before doing that, I want to cut out belt. Here is my belt. What I did is that I cut the length of my fabric into 2 places. Then I'll be measuring my hip circumference measurement and half. So that is what I'm using for my belts. So after cutting that, the next thing now is to go ahead and stitch this place together. After done stitching it, then you have something like this. Then you will now fold it again. You fold the right side on the right side like so. Then you open a stitch from this place. You stitch. When you get to this middle, you can leave about 2 inches or 1.5 here. Turn it out from that place. Then you close the rest. So I'll be stitching it and bring it back. If you find this video helpful, please a thumbs up and also subscribe to support this channel. Thank you. Bye bye.